be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me point up and I'll be magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready, yellow lady. 49's a month. Sammy.
Breeze now on first down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Saints.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready, yellow lady. 54.
Watch the pass.
36.
54, right there, 54.
Easy, opposite. What, 20.
To throw, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Front left, front left. Who's that? Alert.
56. Mike, 56. Right.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Ginn. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2 yards on the pickup.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Stop your body. Check 43. Hey, easy. Here goes 21.
Now Breeze. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
Hey, easy. Alert 3. Sammy.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
45-yard line.
Ready. Yellow waiting. 54 Mike. Hey, kill. Stick it. Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Throwing now is Breeze. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Ready.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Check 3, check.
You're good, you're good. Right forward, ready.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Breeze going to come up here, first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Watch the whip. Action.
5-9. Kill.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm here all day.
Kill.
He's crossing. He's checking.
Under.
Slam.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
21.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 19.
First down, Saints.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down, Kamara, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
Well, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Check. Crunch.
He can run for it, and he will. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal.
Let's go.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Now this time, Breeze will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's second down and goal at the 5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Kill.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after one. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
You're good. That's forward, ready. Easy, opposite.
Breeze now. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Over. Check. Undercut.
Here's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Sammy.
Now Breeze. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 11. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about it, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On second down, it's Carson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
What we got?
On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
56. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Hey guys, listen. That's it. 56.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 19. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on third down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Come on, let's go.
On third down, Wilson. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. They come out here in the eye. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
36 power.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check it back. Check it back. Easy. Opposite.
Breeze now to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
At the 48-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now it's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Check your hot read. Check 50. Check 50. 49.
The short yardage man, it's Coleman, and he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around. Not having that success, might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Well. Mike 56. All day, dog. Switch. Check 3. Tight dog.
To throw on 3rd down. Wilson. And that is is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Go! At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Remember, they get the kickoff to start.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Yeah. You don't want none. Check.
Here's Wilson operating from the gun. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A 40-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
He's coming. Double up. Kill.
Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
That's the way. 49 the mic. Watch 49. We got to get the ball. See, get the ball right here. Let's go. 5-9. 49. To
throw is Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Wilson. Gets it to Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
53, Mike. It's been a long day for you. Let's go.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Guys, game situation. Let's go. Four down. We got double up. Front left. Slam. Alert.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Bang out. Bam. Four down. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check. 50.
Now Wilson to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now it's Ginn. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, 2nd best in the league, and they'll try it here. Running on 4th at Zach Line, and he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Ready. Yellow lady. Come on, the ball. You're good, you're good. I fool. Ready. This is it.
Breeze now on 1st down. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Set. 95-56. 11.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Hey, easy. 54.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Breeze going to throw. Again has it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
brings up 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8, 54. Let's get it together, team. 12.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, team. Here I come.
To throw is Wilson. And he finds Penny. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give, right side. Carson, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he's able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check, Mike. Alert. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Gun. Nice go. Bravo. Mike 54.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
0-0. Hey.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 42-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Check safety. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
We got 21.
Now Breeze on third down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Third and
3. 3-15. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
On first down. It's Carson, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Short throw to Dissly. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good. Good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
What? Quick! Hey,
To throw, it's Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Now Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down. I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Mike, move the team. Mike, 5-4.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
On second down, it's Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
4 down.
54. Mike, 54. Watch the pass.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54. 12.
Check, boys.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now it's Carson, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point in the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Second and goal from the 1.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Front left.
56.
Tempo, good time.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. Brees now on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there at 22. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on third down, Brees. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Brees going to go on fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had to go.